This is the PlayStation 5 Slim. It's finally come out and I decided to buy one for myself. I've noticed some reviewers have gotten a free console from Sony, but I like to do brutally honest reviews. And I feel like if I'm getting a $500 piece of technology, I'm going to be a bit more critical than some of my counterparts. So let's rip this apart, both figuratively and literally. Now, as you'll notice, this is a special edition that comes with a copy of Spider-Man 2. If this video gets 3,000 likes, I will be doing some sort of giveaway for that digital code. First and foremost, hi, I'm DreamcastGuy. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, but now let's bust this open. Now, the first thing you're going to notice as we get down to the console itself here is that the PlayStation 5 Slim is smaller, but it also comes in two separate flavors. A digital edition and a disc drive edition, the same way that the original PlayStation 5 did. But here's the major difference, which is that the PS5 Slim actually has a detachable disc drive. So when you buy it, it comes like this, but there is a digital edition where you can just buy this part and pop it on. So I'm curious to see how that actually works. I want to detach this for myself. First impressions though, it feels different. It actually feels very sleek. The system itself has this like interesting plastic matte finish that the original console did not have. Let's do a side-by-side comparison though and see how much smaller it actually is. Wow. Well, when you when you really look at them, it is definitely smaller. I believe the specific numbers released by PlayStation is that this system is 30% less voluminous, so I guess it's in general it's just smaller, and it's 24% lighter. And when you feel it in the hand, it actually feels way lighter. This is definitely a tinier piece of tech. Now, I do want to make it clear, they've already done tech breakdowns. People managed to get this early and disassemble it down to its circuits. These have the exact same performance. You're not going to get worse load times or weirder disk drive space. This is the exact same system. It's not going to have cooling issues or anything like that. But undoubtedly, this thing is a lot smaller. Here, let's do a little bit of an eclipse here, right? Look at that. Wow. Wow, it's definitely freaking smaller. But let's actually figure out how to detach this disk drive, because this is the two things about this that I was the most concerned about, is how hard it would be to pop this on or pop this off, and how it looks both vertical and horizontal, because they're selling a horizontal dock for $30, which is a ridiculous price. Let's take a look. I mean, you just apply some force and it comes right off. Here is the actual detachable disk drive itself. Wow, okay. Interesting. That's actually super easy to do. It pops right out. It's got these two little pegs that hold it in place. You slot it right in. Wow. That's like super, super easy. This feels, I mean, I guess the technical term is modular. Wow, look at that. That's actually pretty freaking great. Now, let's talk about the fact that they're trying to sell a $30 stand for this. Literally a tiny piece of plastic for $30 to put this bad boy horizontal. Now, in general, I have been keeping my PlayStation 5 vertical anyways, so I'm going to probably put this one vertical, but the fact that they're selling a piece of plastic for $30 is, I mean, honestly, it's a little bit scummy. What are you getting in this package though, right? Okay, so you're getting your standard PS5. You are getting, of course, a controller. Nice, clean, brand new DualSense controller. I've got like 20 DualSense controllers now because I play a lot of PS5. Then you get your standard power cord, HDMI, charger cables. Now, there is one other tiny difference about this system compared to the original, which is we now have two USB-Cs on the front. So that means that when you're charging your Sony tech, whether it is the freaking in-zone headphones or your PS5 controllers, you can do USB-C charging. Now there's 2 ports instead of 1. On the back, the actual ports, I think you get 1 extra USB. Overall, not that big of a change. Aesthetically, I do like it. I do think it is a very beautiful system. I'm glad I have it, but I'm going to be curious to see the different ways they put plates on this, because with the current PS5, it's so easy to just pop the plates off and pop stuff on. So you can easily swap in, you know, whatever custom stuff, D-brand, anything you want. Like obviously with mine, I have this big, huge black D-brand plate with a Spider-Man sticker I smacked on it because I'm a Spidey web head. But how are we going to make plates on this split top design? Is this now going to be 4 pieces instead of 2? Okay, so there is one last drastic drawback we need to discuss about this system, which is that it does require an internet connection upon initial setup. Now, the issue with that is that this is a weird copyright law thing. Here in America, there's these strict anti-piracy laws to make sure you're not downloading DVDs or somehow downloading a car, or whatever the old bootleg trailer said. So when you initially plug this in, it requires an internet connection to initially activate the disk drive. The disk drive will not work. It is a hunk of plastic until it talks to the internet officially once. Now, that isn't necessarily the most catastrophic world-ending scenario, but it does kind of suck because I know that not everybody has quick, instant internet connection. But I wanted to do a buyer beware on that because, honestly, you can hotspot it with your phone. It just needs to talk to the internet for a second, and it basically registers it with the government and allows you to use it. First impressions, though, I like it, but I wish it was cheaper. Like, I've owned all the Slim editions of every previous PlayStation console. The PS2 Slim, the PS3 Slim, which I have right there, a PSP Slim. All of them, though, have gotten a price drop simultaneously. When you're getting your PlayStation 5 or your PS4 or any of the previous ones, it'd be like, all right, we've come out with the system a couple of years ago, and now it's getting a discount because we've figured out how to make the parts more efficiently. This is the exact same cost as the launch PS5 from 3 years ago, and to make it clear, this is the new PS5. The reason they're not calling it the PS5 Slim is because this is all we're going to have now. The original Fats, those are being discontinued. This is all there is, which means that you're going to choose between these modular PS5s, the PlayStation 5 Disc Drive Edition and Discless Edition. And technically, the discless edition is getting a $50 price increase. It used to be $400 for an all-digital edition. This thing is $450 if you buy it without the disc drive, which isn't the biggest, enormous price increase, but I still think, as a consumer, I wish they found a way to make this thing cheaper. They are saying, like Sony themselves has said, they're selling 25 million PlayStation 5s just this year. I wish they found a way to make this, I don't know, slightly cheaper because they've got to be profitable. They just said they had the most profitable quarter of their entire existence as PlayStation. Find a way to make these systems slightly cheaper if you can. If you got this thing down to $400 flat for the disc drive edition, you would completely take over the market. But enough rambling. I like the PlayStation 5 Slim. I think I'm going to make this my new primary console. After playing literally thousands of hours of games on my PlayStation 5 default, I'm going to make this my new primary simply because I bet that boy probably wants to relax a bit. The internals are the same. I'm going to install my current expanded drive, my M2, to make this thing have a couple terabytes of storage, but I'm ready to get gaming. Sony, good work. I like the design. The confirmation of the PlayStation 5 Slim seems to confirm the other rumors of the PlayStation 5 Pro. The same leaker that confirmed the existence of this confirmed the existence of that. So, I guess next year I'm going to be unboxing a PS5 Pro relatively soon. But what do you guys think about the PlayStation 5 Slim? Is it beautiful? Is it majestic? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And go follow me on Twitter because we are going to be doing a giveaway of this Spider-Man code. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah, you can't see the pin number yet, but this is it, PS5 code. Cool. You guys rock. Keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.